Hello boys and girls, and welcome to lesson 5-9 of your math journal, page 150. In this lesson we're going to look at bar graphs and circle graphs, or what we also call pie charts or pie graphs. We're specifically going to focus on the similarities between the two types of graphs, the differences, how to analyze them, and how to make them. Okay, let's go ahead and turn to page 150. On the top of page 50, we see two graphs, okay? This is what we call a bar graph, and this is what we call a circle graph or a pie graph. Okay, they're both acceptable. Now, we want to look at how they're similar. Well, they both have the same title, vegetable crops, right? They both have the same vegetables, tomatoes, zucchini, cucumbers, potatoes, squash, and you see them there, right? They both have the amounts grouped together, you see, and they're easily compared. Okay, they both have them grouped together and easily compared. Now, what do they have that is different? As you can see over here along the side, it says bushels. Bushels are groups, okay, groups harvested. And over here, we don't have bushels, we have percents. So that's one big difference. Here they have counted the number of crops. So here we can see that we have about 65. Here we have exactly 50. On this graph, we have by percent, not necessarily by the number. Okay, we have them by percent. So this is 100% the whole. And how many of them, what percent are tomatoes? 32. And what does that mean? Well, in tomatoes, we actually have 65. So 65 is 32%. Okay? 65, 32%. So this is almost double than this, as you can see. Okay, let's go ahead and move further down where we can write the similarities and the differences. So right here, you're going to write out, oh, sorry, didn't mean to move that. Right here, you're going to write out all the similarities, okay, list them. You can list them in bullet point form, okay. And over here, you will write the differences. What do you find only for the bar graph, and what do you find only for the circle graph? If you do not remember, please rewind the video. I did mention a major difference between a bar graph and a circle graph, and I mentioned many similarities, okay. We will be checking this in class. For this page, we are going to complete half of it at home, or one part of it at home, and the rest in class. What I want you to do for home is look at question number 1. It says, circle the after-school snack you like best. Only circle one. And these are your choices. Cookies, granola bar, candy bar. A candy bar is usually like a chocolate bar. Fruit, or other. Okay, I personally love coming home sometimes and having a fruit. You guys know I love my bananas, but I also like cantaloupe or even watermelon. And sometimes I just want something extra sweet, so I'll go for that cookie. But if I really had to choose, I would choose fruit. Now, you choose that, choose only one, have that answer ready for tomorrow. And I also want you to look here at the graph, okay, and start labeling it. Give me a title, okay, and give me both axes. The X and Y axes. Okay, so the titles on the side, just like the previous page said, bushels harvest, and it also said the amounts across the bottom. It said tomatoes, zucchini, cucumbers, and so on. Well, along the bottom here of your graph, let me see if I can zoom that in. Okay, along the bottom, right here, I want you to write cookies, granola bars, candy bars, fruit. Okay? I want you to have those ready. And along the side, what are you going to write? The amount, right? Number of students. You could write that, number of students. And your title, what would be a good title? Okay? Preferred after-school snacks. Preferred after-school snacks. Okay, I want those done. So remember, preferred after-school snacks, number of students, and along the bottom, so that you can make your bar graph, you're going to write cookies, granola bar, candy bar, fruit, or other. Okay, that is a key answer. Please make sure you have that part done so that we can get right to it when you get to class. For the last question of this homework, we are asked, Another fifth grade class with 20 students collected snack survey data. The class made the circle graph, also called a pie graph, right here. Tell how you think they made the graph. Well, if you were to ask me, I would say that they divided the circle into 20 equal parts, okay? They took the circle and they kept cutting it in half until they got 20 slices, equal slices. And they shaded the slices according to each student. Okay, so here they would have had 3 slices and they shaded it that color. And then here 7 and they shaded that, and then they erased the lines in between. That's how I think they would have made it. What do you think? Feel free to write your own answer, or you can simply copy mine. They divided the circle into 20 equal parts and shaded the slices according to the number of students in each category. There we go. They could have colored them red, green, yellow, different colors, but they did different shades of blue, and it was labeled with the number of students. So it's very, very obvious. Now, if this were 20 students, okay, these were 20 students, what percent would 3 be? What percent would 7 be? What percent would 5? Okay, think about it. 5 is what part of 20? Well, if you're thinking 25%, you are correct. It's 1/4. Okay? Try to divide it in half. That's a hint. Okay, try to divide them in half. Because think about what half of 5 is. It's 2.5, or you can say 25%. What's half of 3? It would be 1.5, or you can just turn it into a percent, 15%. Okay, boys and girls, go ahead and try doing that. This is another key answer. Don't forget to give me your percents. Okay? And copy the words that I wrote there. Okay, see you in class.